Good morning, Rob.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Man, I was so anticipating your next book, talking to girls about Duran Duran. And what was your motivation to write this one?
Well, really, I just kind of wanted to understand better why we're all still so obsessed with the 80s.
Oh, I know. Isn't that insane?
It's insane. And this is music that at the time everybody thought of as so temporary and so nutty. And yet, all these years later, here we are still listening to Journey, still listening to Bon Jovi.
That's right. And Fresh Prince?
Yes.
I know, it's amazing because we get a lot of requests for a lot of 80s songs. Good 80s songs. Even some of the British 80s songs.
Yes.
And what would you, if you and I were to hop in your car today, we're going to go to lunch, what would be in your CD player or even hooked up to your iPod?
I have to say the CD that would be blasting would be the first Duran Duran album with Girls on Film on it.
Oh, yes.
And, we'd both be singing along because, everybody tries to hide about it, but everybody loves some of that stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we know all the words to them, too.
Yes.
We can actually understand what they're talking about.
And it's funny how popular that stuff is, even with people who were born at the time. So,
right.
Even my nieces who weren't born when Duran Duran came out, but, they love those records.
Right. It's funny. It seems like it is starting to come back now. We're seeing more high school kids wearing the ankle warmers or the leg warmers, wearing all the different colors. And matter of fact, I saw one of our good friends not too long ago, and he matched all mostly powder blue, with one of those oversized jackets. It looked like one of those troop jackets from the 80s. And he literally looked like he stepped out of a Fresh Prince music video. I was like,
unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. All this fashion stuff that nobody thought in a million years would come back.
Exactly. Now, if you and I were to go back and start wearing the stuff we used to wear back in high school, they'd lock us up.
That is definitely true. That is definitely true. They'd say, "Excuse me, sir, this is a members-only jacket. Are you sure that you're a member?"
It had different colors, too. I remember that.
Yes. And
so tell us a little bit more about your book.
Well, it's about growing up in the 80s and sort of discovering girls and discovering music at the same time. And so they're always kind of linked for me.
Right.
So talking about music and listening to a girl's music was always part of that romantic quest for me.
We're speaking to Rob Sheffield. He's a contributing editor of Rolling Stone magazine. If there was a group that you would like to hear, an 80s group that you would like to hear make a huge comeback today, which group would it be?
Wow. I would have to say, even though they are still kicking it today, I would have to say Hall & Oates. Love to see them get the full-on respect and adoration that they deserve.
Oh, you hit it right on the head. I totally agree there.
They had such a great run in the 70s and such a great run in the 80s, and yet I like their 80s stuff even better. They were a band who kept getting better even after they've been doing it for years. It's amazing that that they keep making their projects and everything, but what an amazing run that they have had.
Yes, exactly. Rob, how do we get a copy of your book? Where do we get it?
Well, you can get it via Amazon or Borders or Barnes & Noble.
And one last question I want to ask you is, okay, why did you give a 3-star rating to Paris Hilton in Rolling Stone?
It's probably because I heard that album the same day that I heard the Jessica Simpson album. And, the Paris Hilton album was a masterpiece by comparison.
Wow. You didn't have to reach too low for that one. Hey, Rob Sheffield, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, man.
It's absolutely an honor, and keep shooting those books on. I love your articles in Rolling Stone.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Great to meet you, man.
My pleasure. Take care.